let's flip over real quick and do some AFC action, right? So let's just get like another bad game out of the way. It's funny. I was thinking about this one, Zach. You're a Seinfeld guy, right?
It's been a while since I've freshened up on my Seinfeld lingo, but
Well, I think George Constanza put it perfectly. I'll play the clip for everyone to sum up what happened in the Vikings, or not the Vikings, sorry, the Texans and Browns game that happened yesterday.
jeez,
I think I can sum up the show
It was
for you
sloppy.
with one word. Nothing.
big running game.
Nothing? Nothing. What does that mean? The show is about nothing.
Well, it's not about nothing.
No, it's about nothing.
Well,
That was literally. No, you're right. It was a good running game. No, but you're right. The game was about nothing. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing happened. Like literally nothing happened. It was 10-7. Nothing happened. You literally didn't miss anything. Like you missed nothing. It was 3-0 out of the gate. Right? It was like the Duke Johnson game. Every 2 seconds, it was like, oh, did you know Duke Johnson played for the Browns and he was unhappy? Right? Like it was just like it was so just off the walls, I felt like, with just, like the takes, watching it on Red Zone. I was watching a replay of it today on Red Zone. It was just like, good God.
Yeah, I don't know if did you see the clips of the weather before that game?
I'll give him that. I'll give him the weather. I will give him the weather.
So I'm thinking that was a big reason why it was kind of a
they were saying they couldn't be throwing it, but still, it's just like, okay, but as a fan, I'm being greedy. Yeah. Also being an NFC like snob, but it was just like that's what it was though. It felt like nothing happened.
I feel like
Nick Chubb, that had to hurt for anyone in fantasy.
Yeah, and Kareem Hunt had a good day too. Actually, he had I think over 100 all-purpose yards, receiving and rushing yards yesterday as well. So it was a good two-headed monster attack. Mm-hmm. But I guess my response to this is like the Browns are somehow 6-3, but they seem like a team that's 3-6, not 6-3. But I think the game turned out to be a product of the two teams that were in it, the Browns, Texans. So what do you expect?
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. And it's one of those games because it's like the same thing as like that's what I find interesting about Week 10 in general. Like there's a lot of to be continued, right? The Browns play the Eagles next week at home. They got to win that game, but the Eagles got to win that game, right? Like there's no more of these. Like those two teams have had similar, just like but backwards records, if you will, of like, but they just have looked awkward throughout most of the season. And that's why I feel like with the Browns, it's like, okay, they won. That's all that matters. I always say it doesn't matter how you win until after Thanksgiving, but it's still a little vexing.